I'm Philip Dennett, and the tips I'm about to present are based on 30 years as a professional communicator. They'll help you better understand tender requests so you can submit a more compelling response. We've only got a few minutes, so I'll keep it brief. For a deeper understanding, get along to one of our training workshops. Purchasers will want to feel comfortable that you're familiar with this type of project. Show you're an expert. Look at all parts of the request and cross-match your expertise against each part. If you've got specialist knowledge, highlight how that will add value to the delivery. You'll also need to address any risk areas you see from reading the request and show how your expertise might reduce these. Methodology is a word you need to know. It's the framework of how you intend to deliver on the project. Your aim is to make the purchaser confident you can complete the job on time, on budget, and to the highest standard. It's a good idea to include a flowchart summarising your approach. It'll help set you apart from the competition. Your capabilities describe what you do best, and tenders are normally awarded to the company whose capabilities best match the tender requirements. Before you start writing your response, think about what your real capabilities are, the things you're really good at. It's not enough to just list them. You need to clearly show how they will add value to the contract and reduce any risk to the purchaser. The key word here is relevant. The purchaser wants to know that you understand their job. So, if you are responding to local council tenders, use examples of other council jobs involving the same type of work, of similar complexity and size. Don't forget to showcase the experience of any key staff members who have worked on similar projects. Purchasers need to feel comfortable that their job is in safe hands. Senior management bring value based on experience. They see risk before it's obvious and they know how to navigate it. So don't just pad your response with CVs. Make sure you take the time to highlight the key skills and experience your management team will bring to the project. It's a real risk for purchasers if you don't have enough resources to deliver on the project, whether that be people, skills, or materials. You also need to show contingency plans in case of the unexpected. Wherever possible, provide reassurance that you will have who and what you need at exactly the time they are needed. Often, purchasers will request a copy of your financial accounts to satisfy themselves that you have the necessary resources to deliver on the contract. Remember that a set of accounts is a historical record produced for another audience, and they may not necessarily paint a positive picture for potential clients. So show that you understand the timing and amounts of any contract-related spending and exactly how you intend to fund this. If it's to come from cash flow, provide realistic projections. Documented management systems like health and safety and quality assurance show that you're serious about delivering consistent results. They do matter. But it's not enough to just list them. You have to show how they will minimise risk on the project you're bidding for. So join the dots and don't make the evaluators figure it out for themselves. Often, written references are not worth the paper they're printed on, so make sure you provide contact details for clients who can back up your claims. It's good practice to brief anyone you're nominating so they have a good understanding of the project you're bidding for. That way, they'll come to the conversation prepared. And don't just pick your best client, pick the most relevant one. Every tender response presents unique considerations for how you price. But the important thing you need to remember is to sell your price as good value for money. So make sure you highlight the hidden value of your price by packaging as many benefits around it as possible. The goal here is to increase the perceived value of your offer. I hope you found these tips useful. I've only just scratched the surface, so when you need to know more, make sure you get along to one of our training workshops.